Sweden's history can be traced back to the prehistoric era, when the region was inhabited by various Germanic tribes, such as the Geats and the Swedes. The Vikings emerged as a dominant force in Scandinavia in the 9th century and began to expand their territory through trade and conquest. In the 12th century, Sweden became a Christian nation, and in 1397, it joined the Kalmar Union with Norway and Denmark. The union lasted until 1523, when Gustav Vasa led a rebellion and established the House of Vasa as the ruling dynasty. Under the House of Vasa, Sweden became a great power in Europe. During the 30 Years' War, Sweden fought on the side of the Protestant states and gained territory in Germany. In the 17th century, Sweden also colonized parts of North America and Africa. The 18th century saw Sweden engaged in several wars, including the Great Northern War against Russia, which ended in a crushing defeat for Sweden. However, in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, Sweden experienced a period of peace and prosperity, known as the Age of Liberty. In the 19th century, Sweden underwent significant industrialization, with the development of the steel and paper industries, as well as a growing urban population. However, Sweden remained a constitutional monarchy, with limited democratic freedoms. In the early 20th century, Sweden was neutral during World War I and continued to build its industrial base with the development of the Volvo and Saab automobile companies, as well as a thriving telecommunications sector. During World War II, Sweden maintained its neutrality, but did supply Germany with some raw materials, which has been a point of controversy in Sweden's history. Despite this, Sweden was able to maintain its independence and avoid the devastation suffered by many other European countries. After the war, Sweden embraced the Swedish model, a mix of social democracy and capitalism that emphasized equality, strong labor protections, and a robust welfare state. This model helped Sweden achieve one of the highest standards of living in the world, with high levels of education, healthcare, and social support. In the late 20th century, Sweden faced some economic challenges with rising unemployment and debt. However, the country has continued to invest in education, innovation, and sustainability, and remains a leader in areas such as renewable energy, gender equality, and social welfare. Today, Sweden is a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system of government. It is a member of the European Union, but has not adopted the euro currency. Sweden is known for its progressive social policies, including gender equality, environmental protection, and a generous social welfare system. It also has a strong cultural heritage with contributions to literature, music, and design. One of Sweden's most famous historical figures is Gustav Adolf, or Gustavus Adolphus, who ruled from 1611 to 1632. He is considered one of Sweden's greatest kings, and is known for modernizing the Swedish army and making it a dominant force in Europe. Gustavus Adolphus also supported the arts and sciences, and was a patron of the famous Swedish botanist Carl Linnet. In the 19th century, Sweden underwent a period of significant political and social change. In 1866, the Riksdag, or Swedish Parliament, became a bicameral body, with two chambers representing different classes of citizens. This marked a significant step towards democracy and political representation. Sweden was also a pioneer in the women's suffrage movement, with women gaining the right to vote in municipal elections in 1862 and national elections in 1919. In 1982, Sweden became the first country in the world to adopt a formal feminist foreign policy. During the 20th century, Sweden played an important role in international diplomacy and peacekeeping. In 1956, Sweden hosted the Conference of the Six in Stockholm, which led to the creation of the United Nations Emergency Force, and Sweden has contributed troops to many UN peacekeeping missions over the years. Sweden has also been a leader in promoting environmental sustainability, with a focus on renewable energy, waste reduction, and conservation. In 1972, Sweden hosted the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment, which helped establish environmental issues as a global priority. Today, Sweden remains a prosperous and innovative country with a high standard of living and a strong commitment to social justice and environmental sustainability. It faces challenges like any other country, but its history and culture continue to shape its identity as a modern, progressive nation.